Creation for Cures friends, I'm Eileen and I am a volunteer with Creations for Cures. We're here with you in January to do another exciting craft. This is going to be our January winter scene. So I have a couple that I did. I have one that I did. That's mine. And this is the one that my daughter did. So we did them. They're sort of the same, but a little bit different. So each one of us did one.
Sure is cold here. It's pretty snowy, too.
So we're going to make that, and I have our list of supplies. So we want to make sure that you have maybe some white cardstock paper. I also have some construction paper in different colors and different sizes. I have my scissors so I can do some cutting. Be careful when you have your scissors. I have my paintbrush. I have a little water for my paintbrush. I have crayons and some markers and my colored pencils. I have my glue. And then I also have some cotton balls, but I also have some of these little fun, colorful little balls. So we're going to use those too, maybe, depending on what I want to put in my scene. So the first thing we want to do is you want to take, and you could either take your white paper and paint it if you want, or you could just use your construction paper, and you could use any color. You could use maybe some black or some blue or even some brown, whatever color. I mean, you could use pink if you want.
You can never go wrong with pink.
So the first thing, if you're going to use white, you want to make sure that you maybe paint your winter scene. So I kind of did that already. This one I've painted already. So I used a whole bunch of colors, almost kind of made it seem like it's at sunset.
Look at that colorful sunset. That's awesome.
So, okay. So I'm going to take this and then move my white paper out of the way because I don't need that anymore. But I'm going to take, so you can see I'm reusing some of my construction paper. I'm going to take my construction paper and I'm going to, and you can use any color, but I'm going to use, I have some greens here. I'm going to fold them and I'm going to maybe just sort of draw a little bit of what I think maybe a tree would look like. So I'll show you what that kind of looks like. I just kind of did it on one side, and then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, ready? Okay. So when I was making the winter scenes with my daughter, I asked her, what does she like most about the cold weather, right? Not everybody likes cold weather.
I don't like the snow. I slip, I slide, I slither. It makes my wheels wobble.
I do like the cold weather, and I think I agree with her that she said she really likes to wear like winter clothes. So her hoodies and her sweaters, and big fuzzy socks and boots. I think I like that too.
Hey, Boots! Now I have boots!
I really like in the winter time when it's very cold but very sunny. You go outside and the sky is so blue it almost hurts your eyes. Okay, so I cut out a couple trees here. So here's 2 trees for my big paper. This one got a little because it was part of the other paper, but I'm going to use those 2, and then I'm going to take some of these smaller pieces of paper I have and maybe make some small trees to put in there too. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of fold them in half. I'm going to draw what I think kind of a little tree will look like. There it is again. So you can see, and I did it. Here's the fold part, and I'm going to cut it out. Again, be careful when you're using your scissors. Okay. So I'm going to cut out my trees. And make sure that I have maybe enough trees to sort of fill my picture. I'm going to make a lot of trees to have in mine.
Bust my buffers! Now there are even more Christmas trees!
Okay, almost done cutting, being very careful. Okay, Oops, there we go. There's 2 more trees. Kind of like that because that one's a different color. Maybe I'll cut one more out. Okay, so I cut out all my trees. So I think I have enough that I want to put on my picture. I'm going to arrange them a little bit on my paper to make sure I have them where I think I want to put all my trees. And I think, yep, I think this will look good. Kind of arrange them in different spots, all my big trees and my little trees. Maybe switch it around a little bit. Perfect, I think that looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue the back of my trees and get them glued onto my paper. Okay, so have you been in the forest with this many trees?
Too wide. Too skinny. Oh, good grief.
I have a lot of trees where we live. There's a lot of trees to look at, which is always fun. I like the trees. I like to look at them. We have different trees that do different things. Sometimes if these are like the ones that I'm putting in here, kind of more like evergreen Christmas trees.
It's called the Ever Forever Green Tree because it's always green all year long. Then they ought to call that tree that never turns any other color than green tree.
But we have some trees out in front of our house that bloom sort of in the fall and in the spring, and they get these really pretty pink leaves on them. So it's really kind of fun to see. So here's my trees so far. I've got 2 trees on there. Here's my last tree I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, that looks good. So here's my trees. So they're all on there. Now, I think I'm going to put a little snow on the branches of these trees. I think that might be kind of fun. So I'm going to take a little white crayon, just kind of draw a little bit of white, like there's some snow on there. Do you have snow where you are? We got snow out here.
It doesn't snow everywhere, but here it does.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
And when it snows, I always like, especially at night, how quiet the snow makes everything seem. Like it really just gives such a quiet sense to it. I like that it also, when the snow is coming down and covering everything, how clean everything looks with the snow on it. It's such a pretty thing, but I do like the quiet. And I do remember growing up, boy, as a kid, how much we loved the snow. To go out and sled, have snowball fights, make snowmen. Okay, so I put a little snow on my trees, because I like that. But I'm also going to take, I think, some of these cotton balls. Take some of my cotton balls. I'm just going to kind of pull them apart a little bit. Sort of make it look like snow. So I can put that snow on the ground. Let's see, I'm going to just pull some of these apart. But yeah, as an adult, I don't like snow as much because usually I have to go out and shovel it.
Except when I have to shovel them.
But as a kid, boy, did I love snow. Okay, yeah, I think that looks okay. I'm just gonna pull apart a couple more of these so I can make some more snow on the ground. I mean, it's the forest, so we might as well make it really snowy. Nobody has to shovel that snow. All right, so we're gonna make it really snowy. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take. So here's, I haven't glued it yet, but here's kind of the way it's gonna look. So there's a little bit of snow on the ground. So let me take my trusty glue again and just kind of glue along the bottom so I can stick these cotton balls on as my snow. All right. So here is my winter scene. Here it is. So my snow and my trees. There's snow on my trees. Like I said, it almost kind of looks like it's sort of at sunset, right? Because it's getting dark. that's my winter scene. I hope you guys had fun with me. I'm excited to see you again in February when we'll have another exciting craft. You can see all the crafts that we do on our YouTube channel on Creations for Cures. But have fun making your winter scene, and I'll see you in February. Bye.